Hello, happy weekend by Giorgio. Sorry for my haircut. I need to work on that. First of all, let me thank you for reading this newsletter and seeing this video. I want to tell you the story about a couple of companies I met during the week. One of them, because they are really the opposite. One of them is a salesperson, a salesperson from a new CRM, new sales processes, a lot of new things. And the second one is an entrepreneur which has already a CRM in place with Marketing Cloud and with some process and some expectations and ambitions in place, but with a total different mindset. And I want to speak about both of them because I think maybe you sit in the middle of these two examples. On one hand, we see the person really ignorant about the CRM, who really doesn't, which should know, we should be expert about CRM and should know what to expect from a CRM, especially from CRM executors. Because in the CRM space, there is this big distinction, in my opinion, which is experts in terms of technology. That could be really a wide space, a wide range of people and skills related to the product capabilities, to the functions, to the setup, administrations, integrations, and a lot of stuff. These people are very expert about the platforms. They are solution experts, solution specialists, and there are people more strategic who has the global view of the company, of the CRM capabilities, and the different pillars and verticals of the CRM, because there is marketing, sales, and contacts. These two capabilities and these two kind of skills probably sit in different kind of people. I think that one of my point of strength is the fact that I could handle actually both the subjects, because I've been in companies handling with the CRM as a user, as a business person, okay? But on the other hand, I've been solution engineer. I had to study a lot of technologies, a lot of integrations, a lot of architectural things and capabilities. So I actually could handle both the sides. But in many cases, the entrepreneur, or in this case, the salesperson, the sales director, doesn't have a big idea about how the sales process should be handled. And he expects from an operational person who actually works in the CRM, just setting up rules depending on the instruction he receives. And, is expecting this operational guy builds up processes just from scratch, following best practices. But of course, the CRM is actually the execution of a great sales process that you should have previously designed. Okay, so if there is this CRM strategist who is actually building and translating eventually into CRM processes a good sales or marketing process, and there is the strategy, then there is the execution, the operational person, which is actually handling this part as an administrator or architect or whatever, and is implementing this. But if these two kind of people, really, it's very hard to find the same person, one person with these two capabilities. And the worst thing actually is the fact that this sales vice president expected this kind of CRM consultation, CRM strategy included for free in the CRM implementation. So when I was listening to that call, this person was saying, I want to be guided by you as you are the expert of this in a very specific part of the sales process or of their sales process. So he wanted guidance, but at the same time, he wasn't humble enough, really to take a recommendation. And so he really wanted to decide and to drive. So I really felt a very bad moment having this conversation, this person. And that's the kind of customer I always say to agencies, this kind of thing is the kind of customer you don't want to sell CRM. That's why I believe you should do a very good job in terms of pre-sales and setting up the expectations, because you want to skip customers like that, because you give a lot of value basically for free or for few money, and these kind of customers are never happy because they want strategy, they want the execution, they want to give feedbacks, but they are actually not expert enough to really speak. It's like, I don't know, there could be thousands of examples, but just to say that it happens also in the CRM space, which is good at some point. It's like website design, website development, or social media. It's exactly the same thing. On the other hand, we have a company which is already paying a lot of money probably for Salesforce, in this case, Salesforce and Marketing Cloud in particular, which has a lot of potential services they could provide to their customer. They want to actually monetize their database because they have a lot actually of contacts in their database, and they knew that choosing Salesforce was the right direction, the right decision, because they had big ambitions. There is one problem. Actually, the partner wasn't supportive enough in their case. So the partner wasn't really proactive in terms of, again, business skill and providing ideas and choosing the proper data modeling, the proper setup of the platform and use cases. So they have this problem that they have the technology. It happens 99% of times. They have the great technology, the maybe great database, great ideas, but they lack in execution, and they don't know actually what they can do, how to do that, how to give priorities, because they're missing this CRM strategy part. So in that case, speaking with this entrepreneur, I really felt the goodness in terms of opening mindset around, okay, I want to understand, I want to see how to leverage my data and eventually clean my data. What I'm not using, I'm not really needing that. And speaking in terms of product I purchased from Salesforce, maybe I could skip some stuff. I could cut some stuff because I can use workarounds to save money, eventually investing for getting more leads, getting more clients, and hiring more people, So it's a balance between technology and people. And that's exactly the proper approach you should have while speaking about CRM, because CRM is not the tool. CRM is people using the tool properly in terms of processes, ambitions, KPIs, conversions, but the tool should be properly set it up. And so that's why I'm always saying you need a strategy first and then you execute. Because if you just execute, and I don't want to provide setup without strategy, I don't want to execute without a strategy, because if you don't know the people actually using the CRM, if you don't know the company and the expectations around the CRM, if you don't know the stakeholders, the sponsors, the possible use cases, if you don't ask people the right questions, if you don't have the full picture of the company, probably your CRM project will fail. And I really want my project and my clients are successful. So that's why I prefer skipping getting a client if I don't run an analysis first. And if I don't set up the proper expectation around CRM, I prefer to skip the conversation and leave it to someone else. So in conclusion, I just wanted to share this diary with you. Just concluding my point of view, I'm seeing a lot of partners, a lot of, not just Salesforce partner, a lot of CRM partner, generally speaking, just trying to sell licenses because it's a recurring revenue without really selling to clients the strategy first. And so they don't build trust along the journey. They don't build that kind of same level of expectation from the customer. So what the customer should expect, what they actually could deliver in terms of platform and what results they could bring, which is very bad. So there is a big churn, of CRM partners. Again, Salesforce, HubSpot, or put the name of vendor you decide. But there is big churn of these partners because the companies are never satisfied because they are lacking this kind of CRM strategy skills, and the partners are looking for experts in terms of strategy. And usually they don't speak each other because this kind of projects is big, you should have a lot of competencies, and that's why most of CRM projects, at least in Italy, fail, but not just in Italy. So in conclusion, if you're approaching CRM, my recommendation, if you don't have the budget, if you have the budget, of course, hire a big, very famous consultant like myself. But if you don't have the budget, I really recommend to start small, understanding what is the quick win you could achieve through the CRM, which could be, again, converting more customers, setting up more appointments, managing your deals better, and eventually just focusing on one small step on the funnel without spending too much money and without automating too much. And then once you get that small thing done, move to the next one in a very, very MVP approach. Okay, so I want to leave you with this quick tip. And if you are an agency, if you are a partner, if you are a company, again, my best recommendation is set up properly the expectation of the counterpart and be clear on what you can and what you can't do and what you don't want to do. Okay, so again, that's all for today. I wish you a good weekend. Sorry again for my haircut and for my length of this video. I really hope you enjoy this video and this newsletter too. Wish you a good weekend again.